matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, Dak, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Second and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a...
Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This is screen to Abdullah. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now O'Connell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. Man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 19 yards away. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. Down to about the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd down. Here's O'Connell. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A give up the gut to Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Off the play fake. O'Connell eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. O'Connell on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. O'Connell working from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They go play action now. Jackson. Well, this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's O'Connell. Open man is Myers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back to throw, O'Connell. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.